It was a big weekend for women's sports, particularly Minnesota women.
Marielle Mohs is just back from Florida, where two different sports celebrated some major accomplishments, Elle.
Yeah, this weekend was jam-packed with some of the best athletes all coming together in the world. And this is the coolest part, is seeing the enthusiasm and athleticism reach new heights. Our weekend started on Friday with the debut of the women's 3-on-3 basketball league called Unrivaled. Lynx star Nafisa Collier co-founded the league with New York Liberty star Breanna Stewart. Players are being paid comparable salaries to what they would make in the WNBA, and they have equity in the league. The teams have rookies and veterans with the goal of upping everyone's game, and fans say they're really excited.
Well, Nafisa is a founder, and we're big Nafisa fans, and we love the Lynx, so we wanted to come out and support her and the Lynx in women's basketball.
This is not small scale. This is becoming big scale, and don't sleep on these women. Like, they're trying to build something really great, and so I think about this all the time, about this is just step one, and we're all excited to be here for this moment in time.
I love that. Don't sleep on these women. That's exactly right. And the coolest part was I'm in Miami, Florida, and I see so many Lynx jerseys and, you know, Nafisa Collier jerseys and Paige Becker's jerseys. There's a lot of love for Minnesota there.
Yeah, and you were telling me earlier, if people are fans of players in the Lynx, this is their chance to sort of get to know everybody else in the WNBA in a way, too.
Yeah, exactly. So each of these teams, there's 6 of them with 6 players each, and it's the Lunar Owls, the Mist, the Vinyl, the Rose, fun names like that. And it's all these different players from the W playing on different teams together. So you get to fall in love with other players that you might not otherwise watch during the regular season because you're not tracking those teams.
All right.
It's really cool.
That was Friday. Then Saturday, you drove from Miami to Orlando for the National College Dance Championships.
Yeah, it was the Florida road trip. It was so fun. Well, Minnesota may be the state of hockey, but this weekend proved that we're also the state of dance. 8 teams from Minnesota competed at the national championships. None had higher expectations than the Golden Gophers, and they absolutely delivered. Take a look at this video. You can see it. They won gold with this palm routine right here. It redefined the standard for palm. Check out this show-stopping moment of precision, of synchronized turns that they had to complete silence. The crowd and internet went absolutely wild over this. And this was the Gophers' 3rd consecutive title in palm. But we'll also not soon forget this jazz routine right here. It told the story of losing someone you love, and it was full of power, emotion, and passion. Eva Wagner, who was in white, the only dancer in white, made the most technically difficult leaps and turns look like a breeze. And guys, you won't believe this, but they actually earned 2nd place for this number. They didn't take it home, but they only lost by a 1/6 of a point to Ohio State. That's just how good these dancers are. Like Minnesota.
It means everything to us. Like, we came onto this program as little babies, and now we're grown, and we've gained 4 national championships on this team. It is insane.
Well, our whole palm routine was just about the legacy of Minnesota and what it takes to build and maintain that. And so it really is just an honor to get to add to that legacy with our 23rd national championship.
Other Minnesota schools are bringing home hardware as well from this competition. Minnesota State Mankato took home the title in jazz and palm in their division. University of Minnesota Duluth took 2nd to the Mavericks. St. Cloud State earned the title of Game Day Dance, and the College of St. Benedict and University of St. Thomas also had high marks in jazz, hip hop, and palm. And for the first time in program history, Gopher Cheer actually won its 1st national title in co-ed game day performance. So Minnesota just dominating in Florida this weekend.
That's fantastic. You said, like, your friends in another state were watching Elle and all the posts that you guys were making.
I know people,
down there.
I mean, my sister and my niece follow dance, and they've, from down in Texas, have started to pick up on how good the dancers are in Minnesota, in the state in general, as you showcase, but specifically the University of Minnesota. And I didn't know their skill had such a national presence. This was another reminder this weekend of that.
Yeah, social media has made dance global, national, and it's just so cool to see because we've known for a long time that Minnesota is dominant in dance, but now everyone's getting to see that. And it ups the ante for all the teams across the country. Everyone's bringing their A game, which is why it's such close competition now.
Oh, and a little more recognition within their own school that we're seeing. So very cool.
Great
Thanks,
work this
Elle.
weekend.
Yes,
Thank you.
Super fun.